Hello, y'all. I'm back. It's 7:39 p.m. Still on Tuesday, June 7th, 2022. So, yeah, I don't know what got into me earlier that I was saying January by accident, and I was trying to say June. So, that must have been my sleep deprivation. So, I didn't get to run all the important or necessary errands that I needed to, but I got a few of them out of the way. And I've been on my feet and on the run all day, pretty much. So, I'm sleepy, I'm tired. What time did I say it was? 7:40 now. So, damn. I didn't want my sleeping bag trying to get on the floor. Excuse me. Excuse me. I don't know why I have the sneeze right now. So, I have this little bump somewhere on the front of my nose, but I am too exhausted and tired, and I feel like it's just unfair for me to be just robbed of sleep like this. So, excuse me, here's my situation. So, I already feel burned out and exhausted and don't even feel recuperated enough from working 6 days in a row, at my permanent main job. And every single day, excuse me, every day, me being targeted, every day I fear losing my job. And I just started, and every day I've been feeling anxiety and having fears about losing a job or getting fired or dismissed or something like that, Well, I wouldn't get just dismissed. I would get all out doggone fired, So I keep on having constant daily fears of being fired. And so I don't get paid. Excuse me. I don't get paid for that job until next week. I am almost completely out of my Social Security check. Almost completely broke. And even though I'm physically struggling, with the sleep deprivation and being physically exhausted and tired, my body can barely handle it. My body and my mind can barely handle even the 8-hour shifts that I'm working. But I've seen able-bodied, targeted individual males, guys, who, if they put up a GoFundMe or they say they need CashApp or PayPal, they need help. And they say that they're physically able-bodied, but, say that they're targeted individuals. And they get to meet their goal and get help. But for me to be a disabled female and then nobody cares. you know, for me to be a disabled female, and y'all expect me, you know, to go out and work and bust my ass on my own to struggle out of homelessness, you know. And they have so many roadblocks in my way to hinder and prevent me from obtaining permanent housing. So, but it's like, I mean, how is it society will rather take care of and help an able-bodied male more than a disabled female? In many cities and states, there's much or nothing out there for single homeless women, but all this help for women with children and men. But then again, in my case, if I were to get pregnant or have a baby, the perps would hunt for excuses to falsely make me out to be a faulty parent and snatch my child away. And then I'll still be that single woman. And then it might be an abusive, narcissistic perp baby daddy or something who juiced my head up and then stood me up and then get me pregnant and then leave. I mean, I couldn't even get to have the success of a man who loves me and will marry me. And for me to get to be, you know, a stay-at-home wife. I mean, even a biblical stay-at-home wife. So, I'm just, oh man. So I did so much today, and I partially, you know, try to get stuff as cheap as possible. I'm trying to get a new comb and brush. You know, trying to get a new comb and brush, or try to get a new or try to get me like some more like conditioner, shampoo, and try to groom my hair and try to get like a notebook and like try to get $1 notebook and $1 pens and what else? A few little things that I needed, you know. And so I went to also get me some Epsom salt, and I got me some bathtub stoppers, and I'm you know, gonna try to clean out the tub. It seems like the freezer, the refrigerator, I guess it can be kind of clean, but the freezer is dirty and nasty enough that I'm scared to even put anything up in there. So I will have to take the time out and clean out the freezer real good, you know. And so I gotta clean the bathroom. And I'm scared, you know, because the day after tomorrow, the rent here is due, $365 a week. And so I try to call a couple of so-called affordable housing places, or lower income. And I went on Hot Pads, and I tried to look for a place, and the lady was telling me that I would have to show proof of being employed for at least 6 months before she will rent to me. Now I have to be employed for 6 months in order for her to rent to me. So, like, dog, that's keeping me held back. And so, and so then I tried another place. I left a message, no answer. That's supposed to be affordable housing. Excuse me. And then I contacted the city. All they referred me to is that main organization that keeps turning me away. And I tried a couple other things. And the other day I went like across the street next door or whatever. And I already told y'all about that. So I'm trying. You know, I'm trying my best and trying to do what I need to do. So I don't know if that's their personal policy or all policies that you have to be employed for at least 6 months. And due to me being targeted, they make sure I don't last 2 months. Or, I mean, if I just barely last 2 months because of me being targeted. So, it's really crazy what I gotta go through, you know. And so I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I felt like since nobody wanted to be supportive or help me with the side hustle of my writing and my short stories and stuff, people aren't really interested. And the perps want to make sure that nobody support me, and they make whatever smear campaign, lie, or anything that sounds crazy to make everybody turn away from me and not support me, and then turn around and tell me that I burn my own bridges from people wanting to help, when it's actually them making smear campaigns and lies and false rumors and turning people away from me. I'm not burning my own bridges. But certain people who profess to be targeted individuals, they act narcissistic and controlling, and you know, they'll get mad and try to start to act like a perp, or either threaten to act like a perp towards me as a way of trying to punish me or something. You know, so I mean, I'm already can barely handle the job that I have. So, in order for me to try to stay afloat, I already will feel like that 8-hour shift. Me trying to work that, I would throughout the middle of the day feel on the verge of a mental or emotional breakdown or something, like as if it's too much overwhelming, or like I couldn't handle it. And you know, people have tried to say that, you know, you burned your bridges from people or whatever. And but then again, the Bible talks about being merciful and forgiving and stuff, and being kind and stuff like that. But you know, I be trying to. I mean, it's very hard, you know, dealing with these perps who trying to ruin me and destroy me. And they're pretty much, they're not kind to me, and they hate me, and I don't even know you. You just hate me behind stuff you heard about me, and then narcissistically treat me like you think I deserve to be punished. And you don't even have the facts or the truth, you know. You only treat me a certain way behind false rumors. So I told myself, I'm gonna need like a second job, because even though this job is overwhelming, I feel like it's too much. It seems like it's taking more of a toll. Maybe because the idea of me working outside. I don't know. I don't know if the idea of working outside, if that makes a difference. Excuse me. So that and so I had to go today and take on this laundry job, which I don't know if I can make it though. But I've accepted this laundry job that's part-time, but it's 5 days a week, maybe more like 30 or 32 hours or something. And then this laundry job that's part-time, and the laundry job, I have to, well, the Ubers, they seem like they stop running at a certain time at night. I don't know. They seem like they stop running at a certain time at night. But the cab, if you call a cab in the middle of the night, they might take 2 hours to come. So I'm going to have to, tomorrow early in the morning, I feel like this is such torture, to get up and try to be up by 3 in the morning to get up to work this laundry job, and I have to walk like 30 minutes. It would probably take me longer than that. It might take me 45 minutes or something to walk through the hood in a dangerous area, a dangerous neighborhood at 3 or 4 o'clock, but I have to be there by 4 o'clock in the morning. And I have to be there by like 4 o'clock in the morning, and 4 to like 10:30, and then work, and then all I will have enough time for after 10:30 is to take the doggone bus from one job to the next, the main job, and wondering where would I have time to eat. And so I'm wondering where would I have time to eat, or when would I have time to eat, or how, So I'm sitting here thinking this is just not fair. It's just doggone robbery. Now I have to work like two lower wage jobs, and they won't even accept me to get permanent housing, so I'm forced to deal with either the streets with no permanent place, or paying out the ass with this motel. And for me to be being sleep deprived, and then I definitely gonna be sleep deprived, and then how to get home back here tomorrow, and have to take an Uber because the buses will stop running, and then I will be physically burnt out, worn out, exhausted, and tired. and only probably can fit in only 4 hours of sleep or something per night, or something like that, you know. So it's like people that their hearts are hardened towards me, you know. But I mean, I'm frustrated about. I mean, as I said, all these roadblocks are they're trying to stop me from trying to obtain permanent housing again. And their goal is to keep me homeless and poor. And then the online perps talk about, all Candy talks about is food and money and gang stalking. When I'm just trying to survive, you know. So my Social Security check is almost completely gone. So I'm paying the 2 bills I had to pay, plus paying for the motel, and then paying for transportation and food and daily survival, and so I'm feeling scared about not having a $365 this week. And I need rest. I need rest and sleep. I can't go back to that homeless sleep spot, but that man with the narcissistic perp who kept threatening me, and he had the guitar, he wanted me to see that he was bold with robbing and hijacking that sleep spot, But I would rather a permanent home to be my sleep spot. And then, without a permanent home, you can't rent a car, you can't own a car, you can't finance a car. You have to have insurance, and then they deny your insurance because you don't have a permanent roof over your head. It's hard to get mail. And you can't run a business. You can't run your own business. You can't work from home or work at home. And there's so many things that you're not allowed to do, or you can't do, because if you don't have a permanent address. And so with the permanent job, I'm, want to stick as long as I could with the job. But I already told y'all that the perp co-workers, they already trying to run me off the job. And it's like I can't tell everything, because I know that all the annoyances and frustrations is due to the gang stalking. But some of the co-workers are nice and respectful and talk to you, but some of them are, perps. And so, with the temp job, the new temp job, I start tomorrow, and that's at 4 o'clock in the morning. So I guess I'm going to have to just pray every morning for safety and protection before I get there. Unless there might be a cab or something, but I doubt it. Because this isn't like a big city like New Orleans or Los Angeles, Miami, any of those big cities where everything is life 24/7. But even in New Orleans, not everything is life 24/7. Even in Los Angeles, especially in Long Beach, California, Even back in 2012, I was shocked to find out, wait a minute, they don't have Walgreens? Like, in New Orleans back then, Walgreens used to be open 24/7. Walgreens, CVS, all those stores, and then they stopped being open for a long time. They stopped being open 24/7. I mean, people could go to Walgreens at 2 something in the morning and buy a pack of cigarettes or something. But I don't know when they cut that out or stopped that, you know. So, you know, now I'm feeling sleepy, exhausted, and tired. And when I went to Family Dollar, I bought me some hamburger buns, a jar of peanut butter. You can't even get $1 jar of peanut butter no more. It's like $2, $3 now. So, a jar of peanut butter, a pack of hamburger buns, because certain bread I don't eat, you know. So I got me some hamburger buns and peanut butter and applesauce. Like $1 pack of applesauce, like 4 packs for $1 applesauce. And I don't even know how long that will hold me over. But I guess that's going to be dinner tonight. And also probably breakfast tomorrow or something. Or some meal earlier in the morning. So I'm sitting here thinking, what did I do to myself? But I feel like, you know, the $12.50 an hour, and then I don't get paid until next week. You know, I felt like I know that I needed to get a second job, and then I need to try to again to get with the Social Security ticket to work. Those agencies, I'm trying to get an agency to link up with for the ticket to work. You know, the Social Security ticket to work. And I need to do some Social Security business, but I don't want them trying to trigger me and rile me up, you know. So I'm just going to write a letter of whatever I need and then mail or send in, you know. I don't even want to directly contact Social Security because all the abusive games that they play, no matter what color or race they are, they always trouble the workers because they're perps. So I mean, I want as little contact as possible, but I need, you know, to contact them, and they just got all my information. They just got everything wrong and mixed up, and they refuse to correct anything in the system. And then they blame me for it. So with the ticket to work, I think I'm still dealing with the trial work period. I'm not sure, you know, but anyway, with the job that I have, I need a way to get to eat healthier food. You know, with the 30-minute lunch break, you don't get the time to eat a salad. With the 30-minute lunch break, you don't get the time to eat a salad. So, I think, so with 30 minutes lunch break, you don't get the time to eat a salad. And so, I need to try to, so that, the bread and the peanut butter and the, little cups of applesauce is gonna be for the next, well, today and the next 3 days. to last me, you know. And so, I felt like I would rather been safe than sorry to buy myself some Epsom salt and take an Epsom salt bath since my legs hurt, you know. So, I mean, I'm afraid of not having enough or having help with the 365 to stay here Thursday. Now, I'm scared I don't want to end up back on the streets. You know, I don't want to end up back on the streets or having to sleep not one other night on the, not another night on the streets. And so, you know, as I said, I mean, hopefully, if I can stay at the permanent job longer, you know, my first paycheck is supposed to be next week. But then, you know, that's why I'm saying that I need help with the 365 this week, and then next after that, I should hope, if things go well, if they don't sabotage my job, I should be fine. You know, I'm panicking and afraid and stuff, and I'm afraid to even, you know, get up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and do like 2 physically demanding, low-paying jobs that work long hours, and having a bachelor's degree, and, you know, I do creative writing and blogging, and forced to be ignored and not allowed to be supported. And so this is what I got to be forced to resort to, and then dealing with workplace mobbing, and they just want to keep me doggone suffering, you know. The perps want to keep me doggone suffering. So I need to it's very hard when you're working to be able to get to eat. I mean, if you got only a 30-minute lunch break or something, it's hard to get the convenience to eat, you know, I'm gonna need to eat anti-inflammatory foods, and not the white bread and fake junk peanut butter. And so I would need like the real bread or the real peanut butter, and but that's more expensive though, and foods that hold you over, you know, with more fiber and vitamins, minerals, nutrients and stuff, rather than just empty calories, and then me just gaining weight and you know. So I'm feeling lost and stuck and trapped of, you know, fighting for ways to try to improve and better myself, and trying to get to self-sufficiency and independence. But the perps keep blocking me on purpose, because they want to maintain a smear campaign and make me out to look like just the loser, you know. And I need to pray, but I mean, earlier today, I realized that it had been probably about 2 weeks since I listened to or read the Bible or what, and I felt like shame on me, or you know. So I took some time out to listen to the Bible, you know, a few chapters today, and I'm need to get closer to God. and you know, and it's like I didn't realize me being so distracted by work or distracted by fighting against the gang stalking, that I do need to make more time for God, you know, our Father in heaven, and, you know, make more time for God and, you know, salvation in my soul. You know, my soul is at stake. And so it's like the perps, they already sold their souls and they get money, you know, but they're doing targeting and trafficking for money. So they use narcissistic fake projection to make like Candy's all about money, or Candy's chasing after money. No, I'm homeless and just trying to survive. Trying to survive. You know, and as people say that the streets is no place for a woman. And I'm, you know, scared to end up back on the streets again. And so, you know, oh man, my ankles are hurting and swollen. And I mean, so yeah, I mean, I need all the help I can get. I mean, to have help with 365 this week. And then next week, I should be on my own. You know, I don't even think I would have, like, enough. You know, so I'm really panicking and scared. You know, so, but I know, so I hate this feeling of being panicky and stuff, you know, but I feel like despite my situation, I still want to, you know, do the hobby of the short stories and writing and blogging. You know, the short stories and blogging and writing and stuff. But it's like, I know that I won't have time for nothing. And I would hate to be like, I'm already feeling burned out from this job alone, you know. But I'm just trying what I could to survive and stay afloat. Trying to stay afloat, you know. And hopefully we'll have to have less to ask y'all for. But me being targeted, I'm not allowed to live the life that I want. And narcissistic abusers, they don't allow you to live the life you want. And they cause your misery. And then turn around and say that you're a sad case and a miserable person. Well, you know, if other people can be bloggers and YouTubers, or, you know, bloggers and YouTubers or whatever else, content creators, or anywhere on social media, and they get support and success, like, if you got close to 1 million subscribers, plus you do cooking videos, and you got close to 1 million subscribers, and you got CashApp, PayPal, GoFundMe, Venmo, all that, you know, and not one person is saying that they're greedy, or that they're scamming, or that they're money hungry, or that they're beg too much, or nothing like that. And what they do, people respect what they do, and it's considered work. But me trying to do my short stories or ebooks or anything like that, they make like Candy is just a joke and not to be taken seriously. Don't support her. Don't help her. They flat out say this. And they say she's a mental patient and she's crazy and she's just a sad case. And then they'll say stuff like, Candy makes my blood boil. Well, why are you stalking and watching my videos then? Back off. Why are you stalking and watching my videos if you feel, and you stalk and watch all the videos throughout the whole way through, and sometimes go and rewind it or watch them over and over again, the way you have perfected the script of my videos, perfected the script of every word that I said, and they still deliberately twist everything. So, yeah, I mean, it's a hard. I'm starting back from scratch and like back from zero. We're trying to pick up all the losses that I've had, and I'm living off of like 3 or 4 outfits, you know. And then it's time for a new pair of shoes, time for a new laptop, and time for a new phone. But I have to just, you know, I'm just sitting here surviving with the doggone basics right now. I mean, I just was able today to finally get like a doggone comb and a brush and hair conditioner and a little bit of soap and, you know, a notebook and a pen and a box of envelopes, you know, to do doggone important business and stuff, you know. So, excuse me. To do doggone important business. So, I mean, I wanted y'all to see my face and stuff, but I did, you know, I turned off the light to prolong the video because I knew I needed to talk for a while. To right now, you know. So, I mean, I got the things that I need, and still, I'm wondering how is this considered scam and spam? I mean, scam. You know, for me to just survive. And other targeted individuals, they have a GoFundMe. They don't, nobody takes their GoFundMe down and call it a scam. You know. And then other targeted individuals are believing the slander campaigns against me also. And treat me a certain kind of mean because rumors they heard from the popular fakes who have sold out. You know, it's like I'm just sick and tired of being persecuted, abused, and more like just punished by society. You know, and as I said, I'm doggone disabled, and people, their hearts are hardened, but then they're abusive and hateful, and they're the first to try to tell me, first to lie and say Candy's very hateful. Y'all using projection, because it's y'all who the one that's hateful. You know? So, you know, I've been fighting to get out of my situation. And I've been fighting to get out of my situation. I'm trying to fight to get back stabilized. And, I just started this job here. And plus another one. So, like, how am I supposed to just drop everything and move to a different city and state? And then start back from scratch and not even sure if I'm going to have a roof over my head or anything. You know? So, it's now 8:23 p.m. So, I got to get going. So I gotta go and try to see if I can comb my hair out. I don't know. Well, yeah, it's been over a month probably. No, it's been over a month, not probably. It's been over a month since I've been able to comb my hair. Comb it out. I don't remember when the last time I was able to comb my hair out. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to, eat doggone peanut butter sandwich with applesauce for dinner. Family Dollar peanut butter sandwich with applesauce for dinner. and then eat it again tomorrow. And I hate that my enemies think that they can narcissistically decide what they think is best for me. And, I've been trying to fight against them, block them, ignore them, trying to do whatever I could. And they try to access whatever opportunity that they can get in. So, I still have my blog and my Ko-fi, my ebooks. And the perps falsely accused me of making a shit ton of money off of that. I'm making just about nothing. Well, very little. So I'm totally ignored by the writing community on Twitter. Never got any feedback. I mean, I never even had any conversations with anybody from the writing community on Twitter. So, well, I gotta go for now. Otherwise, I would stay longer, but I have to go take an Epsom salt bath, eat, and I'm gonna eat first, then take the Epsom salt bath. I gotta do a little bit of cleaning up in here, and then go to bed. And I have to get up super freaking early in the morning. I'm not ready. And I'm feeling sleepy already. Feeling sleepy and tired already. So, thanks for listening. And I love y'all. And thanks for any help in advance. And I'm going to start putting my Venmo information in the description box as well. I'm going to start doing that too. Any way y'all can help me. I'm doggone struggling. So thanks for listening. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.